Alright, so we have a JP Dokkan data download for the 9th anniversary. This is the countdown beginning data download, right? We usually call this like the initial data download because we do know that next week there is going to be another data download which will have the actual characters, which is Full Power Broly and then Super Saiyan Gogeta. They both transform into Full Power Broly and Blue Gogeta, right? Essentially, that's going to be next week. This week, though, we have a lot of stuff, including STOUA Goku's EZA. Very difficult event that seems to be coming. A lot of hype stuff going on. But I do want to go ahead and just plug. I do have a Honkai Star Rail channel. If you're interested in Honkai Star Rail content, I do have that and I'm covering that. Link is in the description. And that's pretty much it. I guess, like the video, whatever. I don't really care about that. Just check out the other channel. Anyways. STOUA Goku is the first character I did use. That showcase is also up on the channel. This guy is incredible. Just an absolute crazy EZA character. STOUA Goku, they really cooked with his EZA, man. He does actually release in 4.5 hours from the time of this recording. And I guess, dude, I'm plugging so many things. I'm so sorry, y'all, but if you're interested, I will be live to do his EZA later tonight, and we'll take him into, like, Fusion Zamasu and everything like that. But I did use him just a little bit as a testing, and again, he builds up so fast. He's so key sufficient. There's, like, no issues I have with this guy. I think they made him just perfect. He has defense and tank most normals in the game, especially after he super attacks. 70% to 84% chance to dodge, really good multiplicative stats, doing very high attack stats with the built-in crit, just crazy. And the amount of teams he's on is insane. He's gonna help so many different setups. This guy, really great job as an EZA, especially for a countdown celebration character. For the 9th anniversary, they did fantastic. Now you can see we have this base form Gogeta, this free-to-play Frieza, and then we have this free-to-play base form Beerus here. We're actually going to go here, and we're going to just take a look at all three of these characters, just one by one here. So we have this first form Frieza character right here. He is the Super Bosses category leader of Key 2 and 30% HP attack and defense. He gets 1 key and 80% attack and defense, 20% attack and defense up with each attack, that goes up to 60%. Key 1 for Super Boss category allies. Then he performs an additional attack when HP is 50% above. And that has a special a super attack medium chance, right? Okay, so that's, I'm assuming an additional, yeah. When HP is 50% or above, he does an additional that has a medium chance to be a super. He raises attack for the turn and then causes supreme damage. I heard that he actually has a pretty decent animation as well. I heard that other characters are recycled, but seems like it's not gonna go ahead and play this animation here, but I heard he has a new animation, so that's good. Now, the important thing about him is how good is Super Bosses as a category, and we'll take a look there after this, but I'm gonna let y'all know Super Bosses is not looking too hot. Now, for this free-to-play Beerus, he's also on the Super Bosses team. He also kind of sucks right now. He will be awakening to an LR. If you take a look here, you can see his stats, 4.8 to 9.4, 8,000 to 13,000, 9,000 to 14,000 HP. This guy does have normal hidden potential system stats, which means that he is going to Dokkan Awaken into an LR. Right now, though, no super attack effect that matters. He seals, but that's really all he's doing. Key 2 and 120% attack and defense. 10% attack with each attack received up to 60%. Then when he grabs 3 key spheres, he gets 60% attack and defense. He's awful. He's bad right now. It's very, very terrible. We'll see what it's gonna be like when he LRs and then gets an EZA. I mean, we know that like these free-to-play cards, they drastically change when they actually EZA and wake into LR, etc., etc. He should have the 9th anniversary mechanic, which is the target mechanic, which is basically targeting all attacks in the rotation to the character. So with that in mind, with him having that target mechanic skill, it makes sense that he wants to get hit a bunch of times to build up the stats, right? So that'll help him build up these stats here. I can kind of already see where they're going for. But this guy needs like heavy damage reduction or something like that. Like he needs to be tanky. And right now he has no multiplicative defense stats. He's not doing anything on his super attack effects, right? That'll make me believe he'll be tanky. So we'll see. Hopefully he is able to be a good tanking unit. Because what's the point of drawing all the attacks to you if you're not like a tanky character, right? I think that's just a very big downside. Maybe if he gets a lot of dodge, I would also be accepting of that. But yeah, his super attack effect, again, I believe is an old super attack, which again, it's not showing here, but we'll see. Now, the thing about this Beerus is that a lot of people are speculating he's actually going to be the Beerus in the Nightgown, right? If you guys remember during Resurrection F and things like that, right? That he was like walking around, sleepwalking, you know, doing all that stuff. Here is the speculation here, but Zia did post this. Blazing out of destruction, sleepiness caused by too much free time, and then, you know, considering his name is Sleepy Time Beerus, he might awaken to the Nightgown Beerus right here from the Resurrection F. That's why his animations are outdated, because they'll change his sprite. I think that makes a lot of sense. He might just be the Sleeping Beerus, but we'll go ahead and see. Now we have the Space Form Gogeta here. The Space Form Gogeta seems interesting. He has a very, very interesting thing, and we'll just talk about that right now. Raise attack and defense for the turn, immense damage, and then he increases chance to dodge by 9%. Now, based on what I'm seeing, I do not know if this is a permanent stacking thing or if this is just a one-turn attack and defense. I have to look at characters that get... I think it might just be one turn. Because there's characters that like get... I'm trying to... You know what? Let me find a character. Yeah, okay, so I did find a character similar. This is LR Tao Pai Pai. The thing with LR Tao Pai Pai is like he has one turn raise attack and defense, does Omega Colossal damage, and there's the high chance to crit right there, right? We do know that he has that ability. So I'm pretty sure this dodge, a lot of people are saying that this is stacking, and you know that's why I said it was interesting, but I'm pretty sure the stacking is only once in that turn. Just like how Tao Pai Pai doesn't stack crit for the rest of battle here, even though it's just high chance to crit. Again, it increases probability of evasion by 9%. I don't think it stacks up. As people use this character more and more, we'll see. I'm not 100% though. Don't quote me on that 100%. But I'm going to assume, based on the wording, it is still just a one turn 9% evasion additional chance right there. I mean, again, I try to look for like characters who have it on the super attack effect, but again, it's very rare for a character to get this kind of ability on super attack effects, right? So we'll see how that works, but yeah, we'll figure it out once, you know, we're able to use them more and more. But he does have 99% attack and defense. If there's a superhero, movie hero category ally attacking the same turn, 9% attack and defense increases for each key sphere acquired when attacking. Okay, that's multiplicative. And then when he gets 9 key spheres, he gets a 99% chance to crit. Yeah, when he gets 9 key spheres, he has a 99% chance to crit. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, does it... It might really stack, man. I don't know. If it stacks, that could be really interesting, but it's like, you know, okay. Let's say you're on turn 5. That's 40% chance to dodge by the time this guy is on his 5th turn, right? It is like, if you like, let's say we're turn 5 in the fight and he's been on turn 1. Turn 1, 9%. Turn 2, 18%. I mean, turn 3, he'll have 18% after he supers. Turn 5, he'll have a, what's it called? 27% chance to dodge, right? So it's like, it's not that big of a deal. An Omega, maybe you can find it interesting, but most fights it won't really matter, even if it does stack, which it might not stack. But we'll see. Again, if there's gameplay or anything like that that shows it does stack, let me know in the comments below. Now, we're going to talk about the Super Bosses category team, which sucks. This team, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This team sucks. So, just as I thought, they did not include the LR Gonor Frieza on the team. Physical Beerus is not on the team either, right? That's pretty substantial that those characters are actually not on the team because of the fact that, how do I explain it? Them not being on the team really lowers the power that this team could have. And I'm actually going to bring this up here because I'll need that. We can actually close this right here. We don't need that anymore. But the power of the team, like, okay, Fusion Zamasu is good. LR Rose is good. Let's see, who else is good here? Taikoko Black and Zamasu, I would say they're honestly, can I say good? They're like a decent characters by at this point, right? Gale might be interesting. Khalifa might be interesting, maybe, but Hit's good, I would say. Angel Zamasu is good. And then just scrolling through, everyone else sucks. Yep. I mean, Zamasu could be interesting if with the former Realm of Gods team, but Broly is going to be the leader for this team. So, like, you're not going to have that full Realm of Gods rotation most of the time. This team sucks. This is a bad team. Awful. Like, what are you going to do? Like, this team is so limited. If you're missing any of the characters, you can't run the team, right? It's like, we're going to run Broly, AGL Kale, Tech Caulifla, and the new Red Zone, right? And, not the new Red Zone, the new difficult command, right? And even outside of that, like, okay, let's say you're not fighting a Pure Saiyan. Broly hits Zamasu, Goku Black, Zamasu, Goku Black, that's 4. Then, I guess you'll run... I mean, at this point, you're just running Zamasu's team. Angel Zamasu, you're just running Zamasu's team. Just with Broly as a leader, which could definitely matter. Broly's probably going to be way better than Zamasu, but... yeah, okay. I mean, Broly trio if he orb changes. Like, if you get an orb changer in here, maybe somewhere. But, this team sucks. This team is bad. Wah, wah, sucks. Again, LR Golden Frieza on here, or Physical Beerus on here would matter a lot. It really does. It matters a lot that they're not on here, so... that's bad. Now let's continue on here. Let's just actually look through this here so we saw the bosses. So growth event, harsh battle for survival, asteroid bumper. I'm not sure if it's this one right here. Super missions. Thank you. I wonder if we could find that growth event in the data here. I don't know if Proton posts the missions, but okay. Dokkan Ultimate Speed Battle. Okay, interesting. Yeah, here it is. So, okay, this is equipment. That's good to know. I guess we'll see what the equipment is, but this is one of these equipment events where you clear it every day. I assume it's gonna be... No, it would make sense if it's for super bosses, actually, because this is Broly. I assume this is gonna be for super bosses. Ultimate Speed Battle. Do we see Ultimate Speed Battle there? Frieza's Endless Annihilation. Like, again, we gotta find this here. Yeah, here it is. Ultimate Speed Battle. What's the smallest? Okay. 9 minutes and 30 seconds within 7 turns. Within 6 turns, actually. Then you want to do a full team of each. Why is it dropping at 1 p.m. on the 27th? That's a really weird time. That's a super weird time. Wait, what? What? That's like 2 hours after reset for login. That's a weird time to drop those missions. Okay. Sure, I guess. Okay. Support memory boosts curiosity about the Realm of Gods. And here this is. So it's this support memory getting an awakening. What does it do? Let's see, Proton. For 3 turns, Realm of Gods category, 25% extra attack and defense. And then... okay, I have to actually look at the kanji here. Let's go ahead and take a look at items, support memories. And let's take a look here in the data. It should be green. Yeah, again, so... and then... I assume this, if all allies... no. If there's a Realm of Gods or Movie Boss's enemy, all allies get Key 2 for 3 turns. Yeah. Okay. So, for 3 turns to start a battle, Realm of Gods get 25% attack and defense, which that's pretty big. Oh god, that's a huge buff. Just for free. And then if there's a Realm of Gods or Movie Boss enemy, another 2 key. That's a crazy support memory buff. 25%. That's not the highest we've seen, but they're making these support memories like really good. Like that's huge. Like 2. 20% attack and defense for Goku family here, right? Is there anything else that's 25? Yeah, let's see. This is 25, but that's huge. I don't think nothing's like 30, right? From what I'm seeing, yeah, it's all the cost, right? So okay. Woo! That is a good support memory, and it's very easy to use. Very easy to farm up. This is important. You want to get this done. This is drastically good. So conquer it, Assassin's Domain. Okay. Is this Interesting. We saw this right here, right? No. Yeah. It's a challenge event. Clear it, and then clear it within 7 turns. Is this when Goku fought Hit? On Earth when he hired Hit to like kill him? Is that it? That might be it. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Interesting. Okay, that goes live tomorrow night. No, on the 28th. Never mind, I'm a liar. Challenge events, Supreme Battle, Spectacle, Dragon Ball Super Edition. Okay, so this is the difficulty event, another challenge event here, but this is the Red Zone event. It seems like we're gonna get 3 fights. We're gonna get a fight against Super Saiyan God Goku. We're gonna get a fight against Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, and then we're also getting a fight against Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Now we know from the news. Okay, never mind. We know from the news though that we're fighting Blue Cow and Goku as well. So I'm assuming what's gonna happen is we're gonna fight Blue Goku that transforms to Blue Kaioken, Blue Vegeta, and then we're getting Super Saiyan God Goku. Supreme Battle Spectacle is basically, again, Red Zone, but with super class enemies is what it seems to be, which is really, really needed, very importantly needed. This is something that we just, like, I don't know how to explain how badly we needed this, but this is a really good addition to the game for a lot of these super class or extreme class bosses, or no, for these extreme class enemies that really wanted super class like enemies, like for their passive and things like that. So that's good. Again, we're getting tickets for this event, so that's really, really nice to see. We're gonna get God Goku, Golden Frieza, this is Blue Vegeta that we're fighting here, and then obviously Blue Goku. Okay, that's cool. Okay, this is the story event for the new Frieza. Cool, against Bardock, Goku, and Trunks. This is the Beer story event where, okay. Yeah, this is Battle Gods, and then this is the Resurrection F. UI Goku, again, his videos up on the channel. Universe Survival Saga is weakness. That's fine. That works out. Cool. Battlefield 71, which you do have the bosses that Asuna, Harry Turney did go ahead and post, which I'll bring those up for you right now. There's not a specific order on that, but we do know that there's actually a boss that you guys are going to look at and you're going to be like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. Wow. Right. I mean, Beast Gohan's one of the bosses. Hello, thank you. So again, Dragon Ball Super Broly, Future Saga, Tournament of Power, Beerus, Golden Frieza, Jiren, right? And then Ultimate Gohan's are at the ends. It seems like the Broly and Gods are the same type, so there's 2-phase enemies. So I'm assuming, yeah, okay, that makes a lot of sense, right? And then Gohan, I don't know if Gohan's gonna be the last boss or Broly's gonna be the last boss, but we'll see. Actually, in the news, what does it show for Battlefield? Like, who is this front and center? Where is it at? Right here. UI Goku's front and center. So is he going to be the last boss, the UI Goku? I don't know. Interesting. We'll see. But this is cool. This is interesting, just like new Battlefield. Sweet. Trade Geo for the 9th anniversary. 9th anniversary coins. This will allow you to get some pretty good stuff based on last year. Free Redstone. Cool. Hopefully this is updated to be even better. They still need to massively update this, I think. You are Purple Premium Dragonstone 2. This is something that you can get when purchasing in the shop. Could allow you to get good stuff. The LR Dragonstone could also allow you to get LRs from the shop. Again, you have to purchase that with actual money. Keep that in mind. So, there is the thank you gacha tickets, right? So, this should, again, this will not be able to be used in part 1 based on last year. It'll be able to be used in part 2, which part 2 is probably like on the 15th, like the part 2 banners 15th around there. So keep that in mind. That's when we would expect the part 2 banners to actually drop, and that's when these tickets are usable. We do have missions for these tickets, which we could see not here. Dude, there's so many mission tabs. I think it's right here. Yeah, you can see here we got all the medals, and then the tickets should be not down here. Where are the tickets at? Hello? Here it is. The thank you gacha ticket. So here it is. Apparently we get Zia counted up, I think 17 tickets in total, so that's good in part 1. So again, like probably like 17, I don't know, 13, then the last 20 in part 3 or something like that. Who knows? The spectacle tickets, it seems like there's also going to be a GSSR ticket for when the final stages come out, which is good. Unique title for Speed Battle. That looks cool. King Cold assets, Beerus assets. Oh yeah, Sleepy Beerus is here. This is new. Oh yeah, he's gonna be the LR. This is new. Yep. I bet someone quoted it. Yep, this is new. This is new. In fact, right, Gown Beerus. Maybe he really is the LR. Yeah, that's a new asset. Yeah, that's gonna be Beerus, not Gown Beerus. Interesting. Okay, I wonder if hopefully he has a different name. Goku scripted assets. Goku's tired. That's crazy. New background. So that is everything there. Just in case, I'm gonna take a look at Harry Turney's page because there are a couple of things that I want to also take a look at here. The battlefield enemies, of course. That's returning. The category sucks. Dragon Ball Super Broly, this is the theme for it. Blizzard, I believe. Let's see. There's something here. The title screen. I guess the title screen is not there anymore. No! I lost the title screen. I retweeted it though, so give me a second, y'all. We got this. We got this. The title screen right here. This is the 9th anniversary title screen here. This looks amazing. Just crazy title screen, yep. Yeah, they cooked with this title screen, that's for sure. That's a crazy good title screen here. And that is pretty much everything. I swear there's one other thing I wanted to mention. Let me just scroll through. Oh yeah, there's these missions I want to mention. Clear Stage 3 of the Supreme Battle Spectacle. And then on the 28th, clear Stage 7 of the challenge event, Ultimate Red Zone Movie 2. So we know the live stream is gonna be at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time on the 28th. That's 2.5 hours before this mission goes live. So I assume we're gonna have the live stream and the data download for the anniversary is gonna be on that day. I don't think the units will drop that night, but it's not impossible to say that they could drop that evening specifically, because the actual anniversary missions start like that evening, like 2 hours before, so the banners really might drop that night. They might. It's possible, though the anniversary itself, again, like how many days are we away from the anniversary? Okay, yesterday was 5 days. That's 4 days away tonight. Okay, so let's say 4 days, 3 days, 2 day, 1 day. Yeah, okay. No, it's that yeah. And the anniversary starts and the banners drop that night. I think so. That might happen, but we'll see. We'll see. Interesting. I'm gonna talk with a few people and see what they think. But let me know what you guys are thinking again. That at the end of speculation. The rest is obviously what's coming. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Oh wait. Right, I brought up the Red Zone thing because that's gonna be the movie's Red Zone versions too, which I presume will get a Beerus fight and a Golden Frieza fight added to that Red Zone. So that's more content. Okay, now I'm gone. Peace.